Colorado defense. They got different characters on this team, and that's why they are must-see TV. On a Sunday night, along with RDMM Media and Coach Dre. We're going to talk to you tonight about Colorado wide receiver defensive back Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy, and also we're going to pivot into the hiring of Bill Belichick about at the end of the show. Discuss that to see their feelings on that. Also, Mama T said, man. Okay, they had a signee today. I answered that. I don't know who. They said they had a signee today. Maybe Rod or Coach Drainer. Let me bring them up and we'll get into the show, y'all. What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Good evening. What's going on?
She said we had a commitment today, a signee today. Y'all know anything about it? She didn't say who.
Yeah, it happened about 30 minutes ago. We got a center from Louisiana, Monroe. He just committed about maybe
30 minutes ago.
About 35 minutes ago. So it just happened.
Oh, it was a center?
Yes, a center from Louisiana.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all right. Let's get into the show. Ain't gonna hold y'all long about an hour. We'll get on along with it and everything. Oh yeah. Appreciate everybody for tuning in last night, to the show. Me and Coach Dre did a show pre-Heisman, and we want to thank y'all for tuning in, and I thank y'all for what all y'all did for me also. All right. So Travis Hunter was named the Heisman Trophy winner. Let me hear y'all thoughts.
I mean, I didn't expect anything different. The kid is the best football player in college football. Travis Hunter comes around every once in a lifetime. Bo Jackson, when you think about him, Deion Sanders, Charles Woodson, he comes around once in a lifetime, and he deserves it. He's been very humble. He's been very humble. A great kid. He's never done anything outside of the character, and he's just always stood on his purpose and lived in it. You got to hear his story last night a little bit. His mom was excellent in her speech when she spoke. Us as a people, and I'm talking to my people, we got to stop with this bringing people down to push ourselves up. This is Travis' moment, and what God got for this team and this program, y'all can't stop it with just because you running off at the mouth and just because you saying silly stuff. You gotta believe that this was divine intervention. Everything Coach Prime talked about, it happened last night. Jackson State won a national championship. The last thing he told T.C. Taylor was to finish what I started, and they did it. And then Travis Hunter goes out and wins the Heisman. When people told him that he couldn't coach, you can't coach a Heisman Trophy winner. Well, hey, I wonder what you can say now. But again, it's gonna always come back to what me and Rob started off this season with was standing on purpose. And when you stand on purpose, then you can stand on business. Because what's business without purpose? And that young man has done that tenfold. He's been through a lot in life, and he told you what he's doing it for, and the acknowledgement. And you tell me another Heisman winner that flew just about his whole football team out to make sure that they're there to be with him in this opportunity? Nobody. I'll wait. Nobody. He's just a one-of-one type of
Wow.
character. And you gotta salute him. You gotta salute Coach Prime. And y'all thought y'all could stop Shador Sanders from getting up there on that stage, but he was still there with his brother, still there, supporting them. And the biggest thing is the selflessness that you see from these young men. And I'm so proud to say I'm a Colorado Buffalo fan. I'm a Shador fan. I'm a Travis Hunter fan. This kid deserves everything that he got because he earned it. He works the hardest. Everybody you talk to tell you Travis works the hardest. When he your best player, when your best player does everything the right way like Travis, it's hard for anybody to come in there and slack off. So I'm just proud for that guy and his family and for this Colorado Buffalo family as well.
Travis Hunter deserved everything that he got last
Big
night
time.
and more. From when the first day he stepped on campus at Jackson State to where he is now, to everything that he endured just to go through those moments of being hurt, playing, being hurt, playing, being hurt, playing, to grind, off the field and to still care about his teammates, still walk around the building with a smile on his face. Those are the things, the courageous things that people don't know about Travis Hunter. Is the things that's not when you talk about not talking about football and you just see Travis Hunter as a human being and to be around Travis, that's why his teammates showed up because he always got a smile on his face. He's always rooting for his teammates to be better. He's always, demanding excellence, no matter what the situation is, because he want to win. And it's not just about him, the team. And Travis wanted to make sure it was a team award. Yeah, he won a Heisman, but he didn't forget about who came with him to help him get that Heisman. So when you heard Travis' speech, it just it didn't look scripted. It didn't look like he just came straight from the heart and told you what it is.
Yeah.
And congrats to Jackson State winning the HBCU championship. And to hear Travis talking about Jackson State, that Jackson State, y'all shouldn't have nothing to be upset about, right? You got the first Heisman Trophy candidate winner from HBCU. Can't nobody else take that away from you. And you got a championship to go with it on that same day. So what Travis has endured and what he's shown on and off the field and his character, it's an amazing thing to see. And just man, God has done wonders for this kid, and it's going to continue to grow.
So what y'all think about the testimony his mama gave, man? That thing powerful, man.
I mean, he told y'all that's why
Coach
he tried
Dre.
to keep off the. He said that's why he tried to keep off the TV. But I hope it. I hope it resonated with a lot of women in the world who got athletes as sons. Uh, a lot of women they take on a lot of roles when their kids play football, and it's a lot of stuff that's going on when sometimes when they're by themselves. But Travis let you know that his father was there and things of that nature. But when when you're when you have a once of a lifetime talent and you in the stands and you got to hear this and the dad and what people have to say and all that. But when you grounded and you covered and you highly favored, you don't have to worry about that. And that lady is grounded. She has favor in her life, and she just told you guys the truth. And what she told y'all is that just because somebody said just because somebody tried to throw her down and say it was a mistake to have that young boy, look at what it did for her now, and look at what it. So for all you mothers that's out there, y'all should all take a bow because what this lady has endured and what she goes through. Believe me, I get to see it up close and personal what some of these parents have to go through, especially uh, these young mothers and dealing with these going through these rigorous things, and they figure a way out. That's why I tell people all the time, women way more stronger than men with a lot of this stuff, and we just gotta applaud her for what the way she raised Travis, uh, taking a chance and getting him out of the situation that he was in. Because Travis tells you that if I stay in Florida, I don't know if I'm where I'm supposed to be. And so when you know you have to move your child from a situation to make his situation better, and you look at how it's flourishing, you just got to be proud for her in her moment. And she got up there and she represented to the fullest for Travis, his family, and everybody up there. And she deserves it. She deserves her moment in the sun. And this was it was just a great moment for him and his family as well.
It was a wonderful moment, not just a great. It was a wonderful moment. For us to get up there and speak. But what a lot of people, probably missing that message was you ain't got to go behind all these big names to get where you at. If you got a belief in the faith and trust, you can do things differently and still get the same results, or it gets something even better. And so when you looked at what she was talking about in the path of having to move Travis from out of Florida to move him to Georgia, and Travis talked about how his coaches, took him to practice before and after, to go work out with trainers, and how he wanted to be the best. Everything that resonated in those is just telling you, when you put the work in, the time in, you can get whatever you want. It ain't gonna be easy, but when you put the work in, it could take you farther away. You don't always gotta go to somebody with this type of power, that type of power to get what you got, because it took a lot to trust Coach Prime in that situation, right? Think about what Coach Prime was at. He was at Jackson State, and you got all these people throwing money at Travis. What resonated in that situation to say, I'm going with Coach Prime over going with all this money y'all trying to give me? They go back to that message that Coach Dre talked about, that he always brings up. If I've been struggling and we've been making it without it, what's another 2 or 3 years gonna hurt for us to get to that goal that we want to get? And a lot of people miss that because it's always about the money, right? And so when you look at it, and this lady sitting here telling you, I put my faith in Prime because it wasn't about the money. We know we could have took the money. We know we got some astronomical numbers that they couldn't match. But the faith Coach Prime was going to teach my son to be a better human being and to grow and to flourish is what I need for my son. Because we'll be fine. We know if Travis do what he going to do, the money going to come, and it ain't going to change what we got going on right now. And that's the real piece of this nugget that people don't realize is what she telling you as a human and as an adult about your kid is, don't set your kid up and sell your kid out to the first person if you don't got no belief and faith about what's going on. Because when it's time for that kid to prosper, he's not gonna prosper because of this and that, and it's about the money. So just the way the message that she delivered, man, is hands down one of the best messages that you could have heard as a parent. And I just hope somebody took something from that and really thought about the next move when it comes to their kid in their future.
Good take, fella. Good take. Man, when I was listening at that, he said his grandmother, Coach Dre, Rob, at 4 years old, told him go out there and put some shoulder pads on and play football with the rest of the kids. Boy, 4 years old. Man, this dude, man, shoot. I'm proud of Travis. Like he was brought up right, you can tell. So when you look at his future, I'm sure y'all don't look on Twitter, ESPN, Fox. They don't think Travis can play at the next level both ways. Well, he told him, call Coach Prime. He'll tell you what I can do. What you got to say about that, Coach Dre and Rob?
I mean, that's what's wrong with us as a world. We always trying to tell somebody what they can't do. Ain't nobody never tried. Ain't nobody never tried. And ain't nobody put forth the effort. Nobody has never put forth the effort to try to do that. And because somebody else said I couldn't do it, I'll just, okay, well, they ain't never did it before, then I won't do it. Well, if that was the case, Prime would have never let him go both ways and play every snap in college. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to step out there and say, okay, and the kid that showed you he's in great shape, he's gonna take care of his body. It's about, I think it's about the sacrifice, right? It's about the sacrifice. Are you willing to sacrifice uh and make sure, like Prime did, make sure that he's ready to do both.
Right.
I think that's really the part of it that everybody got to understand is, are you willing to sacrifice as an organization to make sure that Travis Hunter gets what he needs to make sure that he can play both ways. If I'm a coach, he coming to my team, he playing both ways. Now he gonna have to earn it. And I don't think, I think people just think Travis just think he gonna walk in there and just, hey, I'm playing both ways. Even Deion Sanders didn't let him do that. He got to come in here. He got to master one side of the ball, and then we can go over here and do other things. So I believe in this kid. Everything this kid has been through. Uh, I tell people all the time, man. I think everybody don't understand that anything worth something, you had to go through it to get it.
Right.
Michael Jordan fell before he became the greatest basketball player that ever played. Didn't even make his high school
Plenty of
basketball
time.
team. And
Got cut.
that's what you got to go out and tell me what Travis. What I took from a lot of things that Travis said was, y'all look at coach and y'all see this great coach ain't really that old. I'm 43 years old, right? And I all my brothers and cousins, everybody older than me, right? And my grandma then was like his grandma, right? So my cousins them they be in the house getting ready to get dressed to go out. And I'm just, a young pup. So I'm just watching my cousins and them get dressed, thinking they getting ready to go out. And so I'm just sitting there. I used to watch my grandma come in the room and say, "Hey, why he ain't ironing his clothes?" "Oh, well, grandma, you know where we going? He can't go." Where he going? "Oh, well, I tell you what. Well, y'all must not be going because if he can't go, you can't go." And to this day, my brothers tell me all the time that the biggest thing was for that to keep them in line, because I know that if something happens to him, we all gonna get in trouble before he get in trouble. And it makes us think about what we have to do and make you grow up a little faster. Now, the one thing grandma didn't understand was that when I was 12 and 13, I had a full beard and all kind of stuff, so I could get into stuff. But we still had to be cautious and think about what we were doing, because at the end of the day, we got to go back here where Inez at, and Inez don't play that. And so when she said, "Hey, you got to go out there and play with them boys and get yourself together," hey, you got to go out there, and then you hear Travis say, "Hey, I have to take my brother everywhere I go," even sometimes when I didn't even want to take him. It was because I know not what I'm telling
Right.
you, son. You got to learn responsibility right now. Wherever you was thinking about going, you're gonna think about it twice where you going when you got your little brother, you got your little sister, or whoever. But uh, again, just like anything else, when something is gonna be different, people get scared of it instead of embracing it. And if he come to Jacksonville, I'm letting you know I'm gonna be right down there, and somebody else down there telling them, "Hey, hey, Travis Hunter gonna play both sides of the football." So if he come to Jacksonville, he ain't gonna have no problem, because I'm gonna be right down there in somebody's face. "Hey, boy, listen,
Ooh,
both sides."
ball.
And that's another thing I think people don't fail. We gonna be top 5, top 3 draft pick. Them teams didn't play that well this year. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna be trying to find, you got to find a spark somewhere. So I just believe that wherever he goes, that team is gonna give him the opportunity to play both sides of the football.
Coach, you hit it right there on the head. Are you willing to sacrifice knowing that Travis ain't gonna be able to practice every day? If you're willing to sacrifice that, because Travis is gonna do everything he can to be the most well-conditioned, the most conditioned player on the team. I don't care what you talk about, how you want to look at it. He's gonna do everything in his power to be that guy. Willing to sacrifice that he may not practice every single day. Because if you got an old school coach who like players to practice every single day, and don't really want to give him no rest time, don't draft Travis Hunter. Don't even waste your time because you're gonna be more upset at yourself. What Travis does on an everyday basis, prepared for each week, it's gonna take some time where he got to rest his body, and so those are the things that's gonna lead up. I do see Travis playing both sides of the ball in the NFL. I see most teams gonna probably start him at corner and put some packages in and build him up, but he's gonna play both sides. And if you don't think so, I mean, hey, it is what it is. You know, you can agree to disagree. But when it's all said and done, he's gonna play both sides of the ball because if one of your wide receivers go down or your wide receivers can't get open, guess what? 12 gonna get open. You gonna see 12 field. So you can believe if somebody draft Travis and you have a problem in deficiencies at wide receiver corner, you gonna see Travis. So you ain't gotta worry about if you're gonna play both sides. That's a steal to get 2 for 1. Guess what? You're opening up another roster spot to carry on something else. You need an extra offensive line or defensive line or somebody in the secondary. You actually he helping you roster management. So you'll be a fool not to.
You're right, man. So let's switch the conversation. But I don't know if Rob, you're a coach. I know you've been a coach and anything. No, Coach Ray. Coach Ray, Rob.
I just don't put my stuff out publicly.
You coach?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
BWatts, I got 60 years in college.
Okay. I didn't know. I don't know how to ask. Check this out. As a coach, Coach Dre and Coach Rob, Travis was up there on that podium. At the end, he mentioned his dad. I know as a coach, them players that was on my team, they like when mama bring them to practice. But they love when daddy show up in them stands and call their name. So when Travis mentions his dad, I read on the internet why he couldn't come, but I won't get into that. But he did say he'll be at the draft and his wedding. How important it is for the fathers out there who listen right now that might have a kid, son, or daughter playing sports. How important it is for the father to be there for their son.
It's major. You don't know what you're when you talk to a lot of kids that don't have that, when you're a coach, I tell people that's part of coaching, and you deal with it a lot. Travis Day out in a positive light. You see how for his dad to be able to say that, my dad was there for me. My dad brought me to practice. My dad picked me up from practice. I tell people all the time. I think people get caught up in getting the money or getting child support. If you really ask kids, they don't care nothing about child support. They care about their parent being able to see their dad or be able to see that parent being there. It's about the time that you spend and the quality and the memories that you make. I just think for any dad, especially when that young man carries your same name, you got the same everything. You take that with you. I'm so proud for Travis Sr. because he gets to live vicariously through his boy, because from every aspect, from what they say down in Florida, he was that guy in athletics until whatever happened. Um, but any dude that is not in their child's life, I don't care what you got to do. I don't care if you got to beg, if you got to plead, whatever you got to do to be there for your child. And that don't mean that you don't have to like that person, but you do got to get along with them. My mama and them always told me, you better think about who you laying down with. You better think about who you laying down with, because it just might be you have to deal with them for the rest of your life. Because parenting don't stop just when a kid get 18. So let's stop telling people them lies. Parenting don't stop when you just get 18. Um, so you just got to be able to parent. You got to be able to parent well. Understand that what's the lines, and understand what to get to. But all men, you need to be in kids' lives. And this is another thing. Hey, uncles, granddaddies, all them. Hey, listen, that's what I tell people all the time. I got a daughter, and she happened to have I got a little grandbaby, and my three boys are the best uncles in the world. Like homeboy, and my grandbaby has a great father. But homeboy, if you don't ever want to come around, I got three young men that's in her life that's gonna make sure she know what it means to be loved by a man and a granddaddy who love her to death. So I don't get that. You get what I'm saying? So as if my sister got a baby, to me, that's what it is. You're looking at a product of my mom and daddy were never married. My mama never put my daddy on child support. My mama never had to beg my daddy to be in my life. Uh, he was just always there. But I had an uncle who was always, I call him, I got a dad and I got a father. My uncle is my father. And that's my mama's brother. And he did everything for me. He was at every game. He was at everything. That takes nothing away from my daddy. You understand me? But
Right.
my uncle was everything to me because I was his sister's brother. And like I say, my daddy wasn't in the state of Florida. He stayed in Georgia. So he couldn't be at everything and everything I had going on. But my uncle was there. So it's more to it than to just say it. And I'm so proud that man gets the opportunity to say he raised the heck of a young man. And he was there. But guys, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta do what we have to do, and it ain't about the money. It's about the time. I tell people all the time. I'm blessed every day. I get to go out and see David play, and like I say, I'm not that parent. I'm not BWatts. I'm not that dad that's in the stands. People don't even know who my kids is. People tell me that all the time. Well, coach, I didn't even know that was your son. Hey, listen, he just, long as when you see him run and give me them pads at the end of practice, you that's how you figure out he's my son. But because I ain't here to beat my chest, he knows that I love him. He knows that I care for him because I show him every day. So that's all that matters,
Good take, man.
guys. And that's it. Go ahead, Rob.
Man, see, it's for me. This subject is touchy for me. The reason why is because I remember my dad not coming to games, but as a coach, seeing father show up for their game, it's truly a blessing. Able to meet Travis Hunter Senior, at football games, and had opportunities to actually talk to him and had conversations with him. Great man, great man. And I don't want nobody to take nothing in the wrong way, because his dad didn't make it there yesterday. He's been at games this year. You probably would have never known his dad was there. But I had the pleasure of meeting his dad, and he's a great dude. He's a hell of a man. But some things happen in life, what I'm saying, to take you away from situations, But one thing is, Travis made sure that his little brothers, his family is taken care of. No matter what was going on, he wanted to make sure they was taken care of more than him. And that just goes to attest to, what Travis Hunter Sr. has instilled in him, of making sure no matter what happens that your family taken care of. So when you go back into the situation, money doesn't solve things. The presence of people can help you go further than the money piece. And a lot of people forget about that. And so when you talk kids and events and going to games and things like that, my parents weren't able to make it to every game that I played in my collegiate career, high school career, before high school, youth age. They wasn't. So it was always my coach taking me to go work out and go do this and go do that. So it's different. It's different when your parents are there to see you play. It's different when your dad is there to see you play. It make you want to play a little bit harder that day, for some reason. But it's truly a blessing.
Right.
And I just want people to understand that Travis got a great dad. I've been able to have the pleasure to meet him in person at game this year, and actually, have a real conversation with him. So that's the part I don't want people to miss.
Good take, fellas. Even though his dad wasn't there, but you saw that real dad who been there every step of the way since you brought him out of Georgia. Throw that hand, that left hand. I thought he'd go hit the mama in the head when he threw it. Coach Fry. Soon after his called Travis' name, boy, I said, man, Coach Fry was happy. I don't know what, man. I'm so happy for him, man. And to see the joy on Coach Prime's face. And I thought about you, Coach Dre. Somebody sent me a video. Said, man, they look like Coach Dre, but they came in the hand when they called Travis' name. They go to video. It's just for you, big dog.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta love it. Prime deserves everything he gets.
You wait till they call Jimmy Horn for that draft. He really gonna cut up.
Well, listen. Well, nobody.
So, what do you think about the job that Coach Prime has done filling that gap?
I mean, Coach Prime. I mean, he tells y'all he a real dad. He ain't playing daddy. He don't know no other way. That's the way he coach. I think nobody get that. I try to explain it to y'all. Prime coaches like he a daddy. He don't coach like he no coach. He coach like he a parent. All these kids are his kids. All these young men are his kids. And what he's done for Travis is what Travis say out there, and you see the tears and you see the joy in Coach Prime's faces, because Prime, at one point in time, Prime didn't even know if he was going to be here to see all of this, and I think people forget about that.
Hey,
all that he had to go through to get to see this. I tell people all the time, everybody want to see a rainbow, but to get to a rainbow, you got to have some rain. And we done had some rainy days. You understand me? The man was in the hospital, didn't know if he was going to live.
Yeah.
Surgeries and amputations of toes and things of that nature. So we've been through the fire, and we came through on the other side. And so for everybody that want to have something to say about him and this, that, and the third, man, he spoke this into existence long before this happened. And if y'all believe this happened yesterday just on the humbug and God didn't have his hand all in this, I don't know what to tell you, right? Because, again, God rewards those who live in their purpose. Prime tells you, this ain't a job. I'm just doing what God called me to do. I thought I was going to be in the pulpit, but that ain't what God saw fit for me. Again, this is my purpose. Football is just a tool for my purpose, and I use it to the best of my ability. So he stood in that gap for Travis. Those guys have been through a lot together. Most coaches wouldn't have did what Prime did for Travis. Travis was hurt when he first got to Jackson, and most coaches would have been like, "Oh, you good enough to go out there and run around? Hey, man, you can play." Right? But Prime said, no, we're gonna go sit down and get healthy so we can show the world what you really made of. When you really 100%. It ain't about me, because see, I'm not gonna sacrifice your talents for my benefit. See, it's a lot of coaches out here sacrificing these young men's talents for their benefits. You get what I'm saying? These kids really injured. As soon as they can walk, or they can go out there, if they 60 or 70%, they throw them back out there because, hey, you need to be out there because I need you out there on the field. Well, Prime not doing that. And he cares about young men way more than people give him credit for. And you see it every time he talks, the way he walks. Everything he does with a purpose. And him standing in the gap for Travis these last 4 years. Again, Travis told you, I don't know where I'd be without Coach Prime. I don't think it's another coach in America that would have had Travis where he was without Deion Sanders. People come into your life for a reason. And that was his reasoning to make sure this young man would not be exploited by everybody else. And I'm just happy that God gave him the opportunity to see this. And that's what bothers me the most when people go to talking about coaching, saying stuff about coaching, stuff like that, is that he could not have even been here to see it. But he got the Lord, like I told you, everybody got to go through something to get to something. And he's done that. And he could be, like you say, he could be a better parent. My son should have been up there, should have had his moment, but he never made it about that. We always made it about yesterday being about Travis Hunter. And you got to applaud Coach Prime and what he's doing for young men on and off the football field. When y'all told him he couldn't coach, remember, he never coached a Heisman Trophy winner. He never coached a kid that could be first or second round. I told you, we sit back and listen, and when you got favor, you don't have to say much. And that's what I want to tell Buff Nation before I let Rob go. Hey, y'all stop running out there looking for stuff to comment on. Let them people talk. Let them people talk.
Yep.
They talked about Jesus. They talked about Jesus. Let them people talk. You understand me? We gonna be all right. We keep getting blessed every day. Every day we keep getting blessed. So we ain't worried about them haters. Let them hate, cause they got something that they got to work out. We ain't got nothing to work out. We just gonna keep. People told me and Rob we was foolish. We was dumb. Y'all soft. Y'all don't know football. Y'all don't. Hey, y'all call us what you want. But just know that we gonna always push this positive content and this positive stuff and shine the light where don't nobody want to shine it at. We gonna put the light on the stuff that don't nobody want to talk about. And so go ahead, Rob.
No, you hit it right there in the head. And what I think a lot of people think about is what people forget to realize is how much for Deion to do what he did as a head coach is different. And I'm gonna say this, and y'all might not understand this. When you're on a collegiate campus, a college campus, you don't really intervene with the head coach a lot. The head coach be in his own world, doing his own thing. It don't even be focused on the kid. But and I don't even want to just say Travis, because I mean Horn in this whole situation too. What Prime has done for the kids that's in his program and what they have overcome, right? Because it ain't just, it's more, it was Travis Day. But what some of these young men had to endure under Coach Prime, and what Coach Prime endured through these last 4 years or the last 3 years with everything, it's amazing sight to see where some of these kids are today. That they ain't shut it down, that they ain't go out and do stupid knucklehead stuff, that they ain't get their situations in something that they know they shouldn't be in. And that's the things that you love about Coach Prime, is that he's willingness to take you under his wing as a football player, as a man, and take away the football. If you take away the football, who are you as a person? Right? That's what I care about the most. We know what football could take you to and the heights it could take you to, but if everything ain't right in your life and everything ain't what it needs to be, what can we do to fix what's going on? And I get it. Everybody want to critique Coach Prime for all the negative things and everything that he ain't done. But you notice, every time y'all say this man can't do something, guess what happened? Somebody on the team getting blessed with that opportunity. Every single time y'all say something that CU can't do or Coach Prime can't do, the blessing is being checked off. There's more to come. I'm surprised Coach Dre ain't even hit on this point about Jackson State You know how Coach Prime was at Jackson State and he didn't win a championship. How that helped them to where they at right now and winning the championship yesterday. Which I think is this, that, and the third. But the foundation was laid. And when you look at it, if you don't go through something, you can't help somebody prosper to something else. And what Coach Prime did was he helped TC prosper to go win his championship yesterday.
Yeah.
That's that. And people don't even understand that. Because I want to say this, well, TC won and Coach Prime didn't win it. That's all they cared about. But how did you get there? What was the foundation? Coach Prime was still talking to TC, and a lot of people didn't even know that. All they thought was, man, he did something that no one wanted him to go finish. Prime wanted him to do all these things. Hey, man, go do these things. Lay the foundation. I laid the foundation, man. Go take it to another elevation, right? Now he at Colorado, laying the foundation. And he going to hit the next goal. And that's winning the national championship. Whether you want to look at it or not, it's going to happen. And that's what they're trying to stop. And so you're going to see people keep constantly saying something about Colorado and what they can't do just for the simple fact of because you believe somebody can't do something, it shouldn't be done. Or it wasn't written that way in the book, it shouldn't be done. Things going to happen in all different ways and forms. You just got to be ready for what's going to come. Or just sit back and watch and just keep talking. Because the more you talk, the more silly you look. And we're just going to keep knocking off goals. Go ahead,
That's a good
BWatts.
point. Man, y'all on tonight, boy. Y'all need me. Y'all on tonight. But check this out, going forward. What does the future look like for Travis Hunter beginning this offseason?
Well,
After the bowl game.
Well, after the bowl game, they'll go and start training with his personal trainers, you know, or they'll get some guys to come up to Colorado and train him. Travis can play in the East-West Shrine game. I think he got invited, so he can play in that East-West Shrine game that the other guys got invited to because they let the juniors play in that game. So he might play in that. But after that, it's just going to be grind time for the next 2 months. We'll have the combine. He'll make a decision what he's going to do at the combine. I think he might run the 40, meet with teams. I don't think he'll do the field drills. But knowing Travis and the way Travis just was talking, I don't know what he'll do. Then we'll have pro day at Colorado with all the boys. We'll have all 32 teams at pro day. It'll probably be the biggest pro day you ever seen. After that pro day, again, we'll be grinding, but then he'll be going to certain cities and meeting with certain teams. Teams will be calling him in to meet with him personally, see how he fits with their team, get some of their veterans in there, let him talk with them and stuff of that nature. So these next 3 to 4 months going up to the draft is going to be very hectic, going to be very busy. But I think he's prepared. I think Dion has prepared all those guys really, really well to be ready for that. And the biggest thing, you get to go on this ride with his brothers. You know, you get to go on these rides with Shador and with Jimmy and with LeJohntay, Will Shepherd, Sam, Silman Craig, guys like that. So this is going to be a whirlwind for the next couple of months, what they're going to have to go through. But I'm excited for him. You know, Bucky going to be there filming all of this for him and Travis and all those boys. So, again, you guys are going to probably get a lot more insight on what goes on going up into the draft, what goes into getting drafted. The one thing with these kids nowadays, the big thing was coming out of college was you had to pick an agent. Well, nowadays, most of them got an agent in high school. So, that's one less thing he got to deal with is agent, trying to pick an agent and things of that nature. So, but these next few months are going to be very hectic for him. But it's going to be well worth it when you get your name called on the first night of the draft, either first or second pick in the NFL draft.
Yeah, it's gonna be hectic to see who covering who. They're gonna be running thin. Would you look at the Buffaloes that's getting ready for the NFL draft? Not just Travis, but for them getting ready for the NFL draft. But to go finish the mission, and let's go win this bowl game. And then after you win the bowl game, rest up for a couple of days, and now it's time to get ready for the NFL draft. I don't think Travis will play in any All-Star games, but I do think he will go to the combine, answer questions. Might run the 40, but I think I more think he's leaning to save everything for pro day. He could be there with his guys in Boulder and go show out. And if whatever drills he want to participate at that point and do the weight room stuff, he can. But he's going to go to the combine and answer all the questions because that's where they do all your medical stuff at. That's where they do all your questions at. Now, interesting piece, will he do his medical stuff at the combine or will he wait to pro day at the University of Colorado and do his medical stuff? That'll be the interesting piece. Because lately the top 5 to top 10 draft picks haven't been doing their medical stuff at the combine these last previous years. They've been waiting to get to their pro day to get on the medical reports, just so they won't get drafted to certain teams. Because the agent's been playing hardball on who gets the medicals and who don't get the medicals, things like that. So, but these next few months is going to be definitely interesting to see. Leading up to the draft because it's going to be busy. Yeah, it's going to be hectic and busy for sure. And on top of that, any player that's going to the draft, understand you are being watched 24/7. You ain't going to be able to do nothing that you think you're going to get away with. If you are a draft eligible player, they're going to be watching your every move. I don't care y'all in public, y'all on social media, your friends, right? Who you hang around with. So what I would tell any player right now that's leading up to the draft, be around some friends that don't get in no trouble, that don't do nothing, because those things will lead back to you. And they want to pin it against you because that's your circle. And it can cost you some money. So be careful about what you do leading up into the draft because it ain't just about you. They watch your girlfriend, they watch your mom, they watch your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your dad, your grandma. Anybody that's associated to you, they watch them. So they want to know the character, who's around you, what kind of character they have. So be mindful and be smart about what you do right now because all this stuff is being watched right now. Go ahead, BWatts.
Good take, guys. Good take. But y'all don't ate up. I like talking to y'all. I ain't got to do nothing. Coach Jay, we getting ready for the bowl game, baby. BYU got a prize to pay. Yeah, they went what? First part of the season, I could be wrong. Y'all help me out, Rob. I think they won the first 9 games. 8 on 9. BYU.
You said they weren't gonna lose no game after that. I was like, they're gonna lose a game now.
Yeah, I said they weren't gonna lose that. Yeah, I said they weren't gonna lose no game. And then they went on a losing streak. I don't know what happened to them, but in this game, I think Coach Prime gonna try to hang fifth on him, man. I believe he is, man. He said in that well on well off. This game is about Jimmy. I want to get him some touches. I want to get him the ball and my wide receivers because we need some film because they want to go pro. That let me know right there. They're gonna try to hang fifth on BYU. So, what's your expectation of the bowl game coming up, Coach Ray and Rob?
My boy say he healthy. I know we healthy. We trying to go out there and put on a show. They trying to go out on top. They hear all the noise. They hear all the disrespect. We hear all of that that everybody talking about. And Miss Phyllis hit it on the head. Somebody got to pay. It just happened to be BYU. Y'all standing in our way.
Yeah.
Somebody got to pay, and BYU just happened to be the team that's standing in our way. We want to get these 10 wins, solidify ourselves. We're gonna have the young bucks in the facility this next week, except for Juju and Gibson. This first week they won't be there because they're gonna be playing in the state championship. But all the other early signees will be there this week, able to sit down and soak up this knowledge from Travis and Shador, Shiloh, and all those guys. But BYU, like I say, I don't see none of their kids opting out, so that's a good thing. So it looks like they're gonna come.
They had a couple players opt out.
Oh, they did.
Okay, well, that's on them.
I didn't see none. I've been checking on that.
That's their fault. We ain't gonna take it easy because your players opt out. Whoever show up, that's what we're gonna give it to you. So hey, don't make us no different. Cause somebody gotta feel this wrath that we got coming, and we want to get these other boys ready for next year. It's a great thing that we get these extra practices. I don't think Colorado's been to a bowl game since what 2016
2016
or something like that right there. So they've never had these extra practices. So we haven't won a bowl game. We get to see our young boy.
Go ahead, Dre.
Yeah, I mean, so we just gotta finish, man. We gotta finish. And I think these boys are feeling good right now. They know what come with Travis winning the Heisman. They know we're gonna have a lot of eyes on us, and so we used to that by now. So we're gonna have all the eyes on us. We're gonna go up here to San Antonio, have us a good time, and come away with that 10 wins. But we gotta put money in the bank these next 2 weeks of practice, in which I think the boys gonna be locked in and ready to go. And I'm just happy that we get the opportunity to go show ourselves and show these boys off one more time before they get up out of here.
I will hate to be on BYU offense because our defense is gonna be head hunting. Like they feel the disrespect from Big 12. All I can say is y'all did it to yourself because y'all disrespected our players for not putting them on first team. So them boys gonna be fired up and ready to go. That's for one thing for sure. When it comes to Colorado, I mean, we haven't won a bowl game since the early 2000s. We've been in a bowl game since 2016, but we haven't won a bowl game since the early 2000s. So this one gonna mean a lot. It's gonna mean tremendous lot. Yeah, I'll be ready for J5. J5 he gonna be ready to play. Y'all can book that one. J5 gonna be ready to go. But when you look at what BYU, I hate BYU. You just standing in the road. We finna get you out of it, right? Y'all gotta blame the commissioner because you should have put us in that Big 12 championship. You wouldn't have to worry about it because we would have took it out on whoever was in the championship game. But since we couldn't, you just the next test up, and we got to go get it. Because this means a lot to the program. And where we're going to take this next step. So 10 wins is the goal now, and to bring back this win from this bowl game. So it's nothing else, nothing less.
Reason why I said they need to win this game, because in the offseason, they're going to judge us by that ranking. See, you want to be in that top 25 next year when it come out instead of being out of it, because when you're out of it, you got a long way to climb up. You don't think so? I think so. They got to win. That's way a bit right.
I don't think they're gonna put us in the top 25 to start the season.
You don't think so?
No, because you're losing so much.
If we win this 10 games, we ain't gonna be in the top 25.
No, because they're gonna judge you off what you bring it back. You see what I'm saying? Like they're not judge. We gonna have 10 wins, but this is what they're gonna say, especially with us playing our guys. Now, if we were like some of these other teams where all our best players were opting out, and you was gonna see the guys that was coming back next year, and we go out there and put up 50 or something. But what they're gonna say is you got to replace Shador, you got to replace Travis, you got to replace Jimmy, you got to replace.
Oh, okay. That do make sense.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what they're gonna base it on.
Yeah, that makes sense. Man.
To put us in the top 25.
Well, Colorado going to have to go 11-1 next year.
Who?
No, BWatts, you just gotta go undefeated in conference. That's just a flat out what it is.
11-1 and 2 win the conference. I didn't hear you.
Say that again. You say what now?
To play in the Big 12 conference next year, you at least got to be 11-1 or 10-2. Man, you might just have to be. It's gonna be, man. You can't go 9-3. See, 9-3.
It's about the conference.
It depends
wins.
on what the other team.
Right.
It's all it's about is conference wins. It doesn't non-conference don't matter. Conference wins where you got to go undefeated. That's what helps you get to the conference game. The real record does not matter. It matters, but it don't matter. It's about what you do in conference play. That's what gets you to the in conference, and you want to go undefeated in conference, which is 9 of those games are going to be in conference, which is kind of weird because most people play 8, but we got 9 in the Big 12.
Yeah, they man, boy, they ain't gonna be in the top 25 then. Starting out next year.
So here's what you got to think about. Who's in the so you got to think about who's in front of them right now and what are they returning, right? You know the Alabamas, the Georgias, the Ohio State. You know all those people are gonna be there, right? So then when you go to ACC, when you go to ACC, who's gonna be the lead dog in the ACC now, right? Is it Miami? Is it Florida State? Is it Clemson? So then what do they see that, right? Then you go to the Big 12. Who are you expecting to be in the conference champion or the conference? That's how they're gonna look at it. And so Colorado losing so much, what does ASU return? They losing Scatterable, which is their best all-around player. They got a true freshman quarterback, so they're gonna give them some little grace, so they'll rank them. Now, what do you think about K-State? What do you think about Oklahoma State, right? Do you think they're gonna bounce back? What do they add? Because a lot of stuff is gonna be about what people add in the portal and things like that. So it's still a lot to play out. And then you throw your little G5s in, you throw your independent schools, independent school in like Notre Dame. But the thing about Notre Dame is they're gonna have a tougher schedule next year because they're gonna have to play some people next year. They ain't gonna better do the skatewalking like they did this year. So who you got coming back? Who do you play on your schedule? Because they do take into account who you play on your schedule too in the rankings. And so we'll see. If the Buffaloes are ranked, they'll be ranked 25 or 24, somewhere in there. Between 23 and 25. Let me say 23 and 25. That's where the Buffaloes will be ranked going into next season if they was going to rank them.
I hope that way. Yeah, make it more easier as you win and go on up the ladder. So you won't have to jump those.
So here's the thing, BWatts. When it comes to the rankings, we never gonna get a first shakeout because of the Big Ten. So that's gonna always be the toughest matter. Even if they do rank us, they gonna downplay the Big 12 regardless of the fact. So it's we gonna have to fight an uphill battle. All we can do is control this, win our conference, and we ain't got to worry about it. You win the conference, you win. You ain't got even the ranking ain't even gonna matter. So we just gotta. That's the mission is to go win the conference and to get us to to get us into the playoffs.
I'm talking about if they don't win, they come in second in the conference.
Then you gotta have like you gotta be 11-1, 10-2.
That's why I was saying they gotta be 11. Yeah, that's why I was judging by. I'm not worrying about the win the conference. I know if you win the conference, you automatically in. But if you lose the championship game, the Big 12, will you still make that top 12? But like I said, that's a long way off, and a lot of things got to play out. Now, Shedeur Sanders, me honest, he's the best quarterback in the league. I think he's gonna get drafted first. I don't think the Raiders are gonna let the New York Giants draft him. How do y'all see Shedeur future going ahead?
It's real bright.
Who you think is gonna end up drafting Shedeur? Or do you think the Miami quarterback go first?
No. I mean, it's no disrespect to Cam Ward. It's about the fit. I think Cam likes New York, so maybe if it's the Giants, I think the Giants know that that the Sanders are not high on them. So if the Giants are the first pick, then I think it'll be Cam Ward. You get what I'm saying? Because I think they know they don't want to go through all of the rigmarole and all that other stuff. Cam has said he likes New York. He doesn't mind coming to New York. So I think if the Giants have the first pick, if I'm them and I'm the general manager, I don't pick
Mm-hmm.
Shador just because I know he doesn't. They don't really. That's not where they really want to be, right? Uh, I don't think that they came out publicly and said that he won't go there. So I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying I think Miami. I think the Giants would pick Cam Ward before they pick Shador because I think they think that Cam would want to be there. Um, I think he's going to end up at the Oakland Raiders. I mean the Las Vegas Raiders. It just seems like that's how it's lining up. That's what's gonna happen. I just know wherever he goes, he's gonna be prepared. Wherever he goes, he's gonna be the best quarterback. I believe that between him and Travis Hunter, one of those guys are gonna win Rookie of the Year next year in the NFL. And that's just how I feel about it. Shador is above his time. I think he's gonna be ready. I want him to go to a team with some good receivers. I I think wherever he goes, he'll be able to get a couple of his guys on the team. So don't be surprised if you see a Jimmy Horn or LeJontay West or
Right.
maybe even Phil Shepard to go wherever Shador is going. Just somebody who he can feel comfortable with. I saw somebody asking the questions earlier. Do you think the Raiders can get Travis and Travis and Shador? I don't think so. You'd have to give away the farm to get both of those guys.
Yeah,
And
sell
once
the
and
phone.
you'd have to give and then you don't like this the thing, guys. We don't want to. We want wherever these young men go. We want them to be able to build, and we want them to succeed. You don't want the team to have to sell away everything, and now we can't get other good players to come and stuff of that nature, or we can't pay other players to stay at the other good players that they might have on their team. So it would just be very difficult, I think, to get both of them to come to get on the Raiders. But I think everybody. I think, like I said, I think if right now the Raiders have they got the number one pick. If the Raiders don't win no more games, they're gonna have the number one pick, and we pretty sure it's gonna be it'll be Shador, and I think the Jaguars are number 2 or 3, and I think Jacksonville gonna try to get Travis. That's the word I'm hearing down here. They're high on Travis. They want him. They feel like they need to get a guy like that to go with the young quarterback that they got. So I know they're very high on Travis. Coach not just being biased because he'll be right down the road, but I just think they're really high on him, and
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't
right.
think he's always. Uh, but it would just be good. It would be good for Jacksonville as a marketing place, uh, because they need to sell out arenas. And Travis Hunter coming back home to Florida, being in that Jaguar Stadium, they sell out that place like crazy. Uh, you get a whole nother fan base because you pick up all these Colorado Buffalo fans to follow you around and things of that nature. And I don't think they're that far off from being that good. I think they're one or two pieces off from being as good as they can be. So that's how Jacksonville looking at it. They will.
I
They not. You right.
I'll say for me, it all signs point to Shador being a Raider. I mean, I until you
Yeah.
show me somebody else driving Shador, it just everything is pointing. I think a lot of answers got answered this weekend in New York. When it comes to the Giants of who your quarterback is, because guess what, Shador and Kim was in New York, so you know behind the scene means all that's those type of things are gonna happen. So I think those answers got answered, and it wasn't not a reason why Shador was wearing pinstripes yesterday. That wasn't for no reason. Say that. Um, when it comes to Travis, uh, it's tough. It's tough. I think he more likely will end up in Jacksonville if they end up with the second pick. Now, what I would say, depending on who gets the first pick, you possibly can get the first and second pick, but you're gonna have to give up something. And you gotta have some You gotta be willing to give up a first, second, and third round in probably the next 2 to 3 drafts to do it. And so whoever does it has to have some draft capital to pull it off. And the Raiders, they do got some pieces that they want to move away, just to get away from the team that they've been holding on, because I feel like they're trying to pull off a move, a heist or something. But it can be done. It just is a team willing to give up. How many picks are a team willing to give up to get Travis Hunter and Shador on the same team? That's going to be the question. So,
it depends on who get that second pick. I think New England won't end up with Travis. Yeah, but all right, that's all I got on that.
I don't want to.
Let's talk about. Somebody say something. All right. Hey, Bill Belichick. I never got a chance to talk to y'all about that. We got about 10 more minutes. I want to do. Belichick coming to the ACC. So far, he done hired Scott Turner, the son of North Turner from the Los Angeles Raiders, OC. And I ain't say he hired him. He's interviewed. Now he done hired Freddie Kitchen so far. I think he used to be the head coach for Cleveland Browns. I think that I remember that name from. Yeah, Mike Labonte. Love it, man. Now he don't have that. Now he got a commitment, a 4-star quarterback. Boy, pretty good. I looked at his video today. Bryce Baker, 6'2", 184 pounds. I'm predicting Belichick gonna win the ACC. The championship game. Listen, Coach Dre, going between Belichick and Fran Brown. Them the two gonna battle. Even though I see old Dabo that Clemson trying to do stuff he said he wasn't gonna do in that transfer portal. Bill Belichick finna use the prime effect. And you watch how North Carolina take over this ACC if Bill Belichick stay there. That's just my opinion how it's gonna go. We're gonna see at the end. If I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to come back to say I'm wrong. And 9 times out of 10, Coach Dre, I ain't gonna be wrong. So you tell Fran Brown, Belichick, my dog. I like Belichick. He coming. He coming, Coach Dre. He coming, Coach Dre. He gonna use the same play Coach Prime using that he got killed for, but the media gonna praise Belichick for doing what he finna get ready to do. The floor is y'all.
Belichick got right up there and said in his press conference that his program is gonna look like the NFL. He got right up there and told you he was gonna make sure that his program was a pipeline to the NFL. Well, who else said that?
Yeah.
Oh, Prime. Dion told you all that. But y'all, he told you he was going out to get coaches that had NFL experience and put them on his coaching staff. Oh, who else said that? This is just my take, and nobody's told me this. Oh, this is the other thing. He told y'all he wasn't gonna do no home visits, and I ain't heard nobody jump down his throat and say, "Oh, you're not gonna go to nobody's house, visit him." Oh, but when Prime said it, it was a problem, right? But we digress. Here's the thing, guys, and I'm just gonna be. This the biggest thing is Bill Belichick took this job so his son would be a head coach. His son's been the defensive coordinator at Washington this year. Bill Belichick wants his son to be able to be a head coach one day. And so before Bill Belichick took this job, he gave them guys, from what I was told, looked like a Bible of demands and things that he would and wouldn't do. Y'all didn't talk about it in that contract. It said that his son would be named head coach in waiting. But Coach Prime just getting jobs so he can put his children in certain situations. I heard nobody at the press conference stand up and ask Bill Belichick one thing about the coaching waiting job, right? This kid that BWatts just talked about, that quarterback, right? He was already committed to the North Carolina. He was supposed to be coming to North Carolina anyway. BWatts, he was coming to Mac Brown. The thing was they gonna be able to keep him? Well, you know what? Bill Belichick didn't get on no plane to go to his house. He didn't do none of that. He said, "You want to come to North Carolina? You come see me." The man got on the plane and came and seen Belichick. I ain't heard one person say one rabbit word about it. So all I'm telling y'all is I don't want to hear nobody say nothing to Prime. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Bill, this is what college football wants. They want somebody else to sit in the seat so they can say, "Hey, look at how Bill do it. See how Bill do it? That's the way you want to build it." Instead of them being able to say, "Look at Prime," and do it like that. So I think that's one of the main reasons why North Carolina did this. He got a 3-year deal for $30 million.
Right.
He's only gonna be maybe 2. He's only gonna be there maybe 2.
But check this out, Coach Dre.
Go ahead.
Check this out, Coach Dre. Before Rob go, check this out. How you think the team gonna be?
It's gonna be kids. It's gonna be kids go to North Carolina because Bill Belichick got 3 rings. I mean 6 rings. It's gonna be his parents sitting at home saying, "Oh man, you got a chance to go play for Bill Belichick." And Bill Belichick, this is the biggest thing, is he got all the connections. He know all the big wigs in the NFL. You're gonna see the same thing at North Carolina that you've been seeing at Colorado for the last 2 years, but ain't nobody gonna talk about it. But they gonna talk about it like it's the first time they ever seen it, right? Bill Belichick got all the NFL scouts at every practice. Every practice is full of NFL scouts. Well, ain't that what Colorado been doing for the last 2 years? Okay, but again, I think Belichick's a great coach. I mean, he got 8 NFL rings because he got 2 when he was assistant with the Giants, and he done coached some great players. And like you say, he has the connections. So that's gonna be his selling point. That is going to be his selling point. Hey, you come to North Carolina, we can get you ready for the NFL. You know, I know what it looked like. I got 6'2". All he gonna do is start throwing his Super Bowl rings on the table. Hey, you see this? I got Super Bowl rings. You get what I'm saying? And so, I guess I'm happy for North Carolina. We'll see, what kind of kids he can get in there to come play for him, and what kind of coaches he hires. Freddie Kitchens, I think he's a great offensive mind. So I kind of think I know what his offense gonna look. I think I kind of think I know what his offense gonna look like. So we already know. Like, you don't have to worry about who the defensive coordinator gonna be. The defensive coordinator gonna be a Belichick, his son. That's gonna be the defensive coordinator. Y'all ain't got to worry about that. That's who's gonna be the defensive coordinator. So, it is what it is. It's not gonna stop us, man, because we gonna continue to praise our football coach, get behind our football coach. But I think this was a way for the good old boy system to put a guy in the spot where they can say, "Hey, Prime ain't the only one doing this. We got the great Bill Belichick in here, and he over here at North Carolina." BWatts, I don't see him making it to the ACC this year. He might do it in year 2. I'm with you with Fran Brown. I believe in Fran Brown. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. I still think Dabo gonna have something to say about it because he doing.
Oh, you think so?
The reason he is because he breaking his rules. He going into the portal.
He went in that guy. He looking at that quarterback in there.
He looking at the portal, and I think because I think that's the only thing that really set him back was he stuck to his guns and said he wasn't going to the portal. I think now he can get himself. I think he can now get himself up and go and get him what he's going to do. But like I say, I got Fran Brown and Dabo in the ACC championship next year.
Good pick. Good pick. All right, Rod, talk to me.
You want the realness of this? I don't think, and even otherwise, I don't think Belichick gonna coach. I don't think Belichick's gonna coach not 1 year at North Carolina. I think what is going to happen is he's going to get players. He's going to coach the spring, but by the time he gets that, when it's time for the NFL to start really making changes at the head coaching positions, he's going to be talking to some NFL teams. Because guess what? He already got North Carolina sign that contract and say, if I leave, my son's the head coach. He gonna set it up for his son, and he gonna hand it right off to his son, and he gonna be in the NFL trying to get that NFL record for the most wins. That's truly what I think going on. I'm not buying it until I see him in the fall, game one, coaching on the sideline. And I just don't believe he's gonna be on the sideline. And that's the reason why he stipulated the way he did to set this off, because he didn't really ask for a lot of money, which is the first red flag right there, right? Because when you bring it with them type of championships, he's supposed to get way more money than what he got. So that right there, and then his buyout is not big either.
$10 million, Rob, for a year.
That's not a big buyout. That's not $10 million to an NFL owner. That's not a big buyout.
First year of $1 million.
It's not a big buyout.
I think he's talking about for an NFL owner.
For NFL owner, it's not a big buyout.
I know we think it's a big buyout. What he's thinking is like, if let's just say Jerry Jones come a calling, $10 million for Jerry Jones is just like $10. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
I mean, that's what we're trying to say. Like, it ain't no buyout to him if we really want him. But Rob, I think he gonna coach at least 1 year. Because I think they say he checked with the Jets to make sure that the Jets. I think he checked with the Jets to see what the Jets was gonna do. I think he gonna do one. But like Rob said, that I never thought of it that way. It is set up to where if I leave, my son is the head coach. They don't sign the contract. So he don't.
You saw the contract.
They don't sign the contract.
He does not have to coach one game. His son is already the next head coach. I'm saying. So if you look at it, if Jerry Jones just says, you know what, the hell with it, I'm gonna go sign Bill Belichick today, it's a wrap. Right? Because you gone, Bill Belichick is in. I don't think it's gonna happen because I don't think Jerry would give him the ultimate control that he wants. So it would have to be a situation where he has full control. Yeah, that he has to have full control wherever he goes. But until he's there game one on the sideline, I don't believe it. Because their setup is in the making. That's the reason why he put the stipulation in there as my next head coach. No matter when I leave, I can leave in 30 days. Guess what? My son's a head coach. And that's all I care about. There's more. And so when I look at those type of stipulations and I look at the contract, I'm like, nah. But I'm just using the Cowboys as an example. I don't think you go to the Cowboys.
You're not saying the Cowboys. Yeah. We just saying anybody. If anybody wants Bill Belichick, what we say, any owner, $10 million ain't gonna really be nothing but a drop in the bucket for them to get him out of his contract. But really, that $10 million is going straight to his son anyway, because that's just for his contract. They really, the university didn't lose anything in the situation. That $10 million that they used from the game that they didn't have to pay Belichick is going straight to his son for his contract. Just that simple.
It's gonna be interesting. I still think league one, maybe two. Ain't no NFL team want to do what he want to do. If the Falcons, I build, don't know NFL team.
But that's
no, here's what I'm thinking this, right?
Can do that.
This is what I'm thinking is you sign a contract and then within the next 3 days you are an NFL team about a head coaching job. Come on, man. Are you fully committed? Because we already know what the stipulations are, right? We already know your son's the next. But when you start going and you still shop your name around, how much commitment are you really to that university? A lot of these people just think. A lot of people just thinking, "Oh, Bill Belichick's at UNC, so I'm gonna go sign there." It didn't say how long Bill Belichick's gonna be there. It just said he the head coach right now. So guess what? He could literally pull a Nick Saban on you. Go get signed all these players, and when the hose is cut off, you can't get into the portal. You can't do nothing. Cool, I'm out. I'm going to go do something else. He can literally pull that move, and you can't do nothing but say his son is the next head coach. To me, until I see game one, him on the sideline, I just don't believe it because NFL teams are going to come out to Bill Belichick if they're looking for it.
Yeah, but again, ain't no team. That's what they saying is ain't no team gonna give him total control, and he wants that.
Yeah, they ain't, man. If Arthur Blank didn't do it, ain't no other thing gonna do it.
For him is college because that's the next best thing for him to get total control. Because I think that's why he wasn't the head coach this year. I think they said it was a couple of teams that wanted to hire him, but he wanted total control. He wanted to be the head coach and the GM. He didn't want to have to answer to nobody but the owner. And nowadays NFL teams ain't doing that. So I think college is the next best thing right now, especially with kids getting money and getting paid. He already got his GM. He already got a guy. So he came in there with the people that he wanted. This year he gonna try. That's why I say he gonna get a year because I think he got to get the guys. He got to get his son a team. He got to get his son a football team. He not going with what North Carolina done got to hit the portal. And then the biggest thing is he got the big name North Carolina players behind him. You had Julius Peppers at his interview. Some of the other guys that played
Michael Jordan.
They backing Belichick. So I just think at least 1 year, and then I think he might not, what it is. But the whole thing is, let's look at the job that's coming open in the NFL. Like I said, they say he went in and seen what the Jets was gonna have, and like you say, you got a lot to build on at the Jets. You need a quarterback. It's just too much going on. So I think he would have to be a team that's kind of ready made to go back to the Super Bowl. I don't think he wants to build a whole nother football team. So I think we'll see him for at least a year, maybe two at the most. But after that, I think he'll be out of there unless he likes it, or is successful. I know people want him to be successful. You know what I'm saying? I know people want him to be successful.
Well, that's interesting what Ross said. I got to look into that more. That's really
listen when you read between it's the things to read between the line. That fine print is set up for a reason.
BWatts, boy, they say it was they say whatever he said in North Carolina, they say it looked like a Bible. Like he had everything.
I heard what you said. I said, dog, what?
Yeah, they said.
Yeah, I heard when he said that. I heard when he said, well, I didn't hear it. I read it online. He said the first person that called him was Michael Jordan, take the job. I said, dog. I said, man. So this gonna be really interesting. I like the way Bill. I like he a defensive minded, and he gonna run football. And I would love to see him in prime in a bowl game. The NCAA ought to kick the season off ahead of time before the season starts. Man, they ought to put him right up there in Atlanta. Right up there in Atlanta. ACC against prime. Him in prime. Let him go at it.
Yeah,
LBA dream match. Yeah, but I don't know. I gotta look at that.
I wish we can, we can buy out a contract so we don't have to play, so we can really get the message that we really want to see during the college football. But that's the story for a whole nother day. But the reason about Bill Belichick, to be honest with you, is I think he'll be able to get his guys in the spring and go get players out of the winter portal and get players out of spring portal. And so that's why I'm like, when you look at how the timeline looks and when people start hiring coaches around the draft time, when is the draft is around the spring game, right? If I'm able to get my son a good enough roster for him to compete, I'm able to leave and still be able to make the NFL draft to get, that's how my mindset thinking in there.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. What I'm thinking is the job should be filled by that time. By the time of spring over with, that's why I say he got to at least coach 1 year. He got to at least coach 1 year, and then next year he'll be in the running if they want to get him. But I just don't think it's an NFL team out there willing to give him total control of their football organization. So Arthur
Blank didn't do it. I don't see nobody.
I but Drake,
I don't see him coaching in the NFL no more because I just
I,
don't think nobody give him the total control.
the
I'm the
reason why
same
I
way.
said
I don't believe on coach.
Dre, the reason why I said the NFL draft is because some teams last year they waited to close to the NFL draft to sign coaches.
Yeah, but
So
what I'm saying is they had them before the NFL draft. Now, I mean, I know we play our spring game late. It's a lot of teams that do.
they ain't gonna be playing late this year.
Like I say, Belichick gonna do it the prime way. He gonna get he gonna want a
That's
lot of
exactly what he gonna
more
do.
mature, a lot of more mature guys. So you gonna see him in that portal getting them older,
Yeah.
established type football players, and that's what he gonna go and get. Uh, just I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Right.
because can't really relate. He can't really relate to the high school kids, so that's why he got to go get him some good young coaches that know how to recruit. He'll be able to get them other guys, them guys that's coming in the portal, that's trying to make it to the NFL. Because like I said, he gonna be throwing them rings on the table. And you see what? Hey, you know I can get you to the NFL. You get what I'm saying? So I think he can get them guys out the portal. The high school is what he gonna really have to work on.
I would say this for the portal kids. Any kid from the SEC that's leaving the spring, you can best believe they gonna be on North Carolina because they can't go to another SEC school in the spring.
That's a good point. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. But hey, man, y'all do your last word. We out. I appreciate y'all, man. It was a good show, man. Good education show. Hope everybody enjoy. Hope y'all appreciate Rob and Coach Drake what they bring to the table each Sunday. If you don't mind, go there to Rob Man, the media page. Hit that like button, subscribe to his channel, and also follow him on. I know you're on X. You're on Facebook.
I'm on Instagram.
Well, I'll let you
Yeah.
tell them. You know where you're at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all can go follow us on X. Y'all can go follow us on Instagram at RDMM Media. We appreciate y'all as always. Make sure y'all hit the like button before y'all leave. It's been another great show, another great Sunday. With BWatts here. We out tomorrow. We will have a show tomorrow, so we definitely see y'all tomorrow. We're gonna get into some topics for y'all tomorrow. We got to commit, so we'll get into that. Bowl schedules. Y'all know the boys will be back in town, so the well-offs and all that stuff will be back this week. So it's a lot more content that'll be out this week. So y'all be prepared. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, we at it.
All right.
As
you, Coach Drake.
As always, man, I like to thank everybody for showing up. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to spend your evening, took an hour and a half out of your day or your night to spend it with me and my brothers. We don't take that for lightly. We don't take you guys for granted. We appreciate it. Without you guys, there is no us. I'm going to say this. Without Colorado, there is no content. Some of us as content creators. We want to thank Coach Prime, the University of Colorado, and all of them for allowing us to talk about their university. And that's why I take it upon myself to always do it in a positive manner, in a respectable manner, because they could tell us that we couldn't do it. They could say, hey, you can't talk about my school, or you can't do this, and things of that nature.
Right.
And we
It
got to
shouldn't
take
happen.
it. And as content creators, guys, we got to. I'm not a content creator. I'm just an old football coach from Gainesville, Florida. Just happen to be on here with my brothers. But we got to be thankful for what we have to get to where we're trying to go. And so the first thing we have to do is be thankful for Coach Prime allowing us to talk about his football team, for Bucky allowing people to use his content and not copywriting it and saying you can't use it. And not again, these guys are being so Uncle Neely and all these guys, Darius, all these guys that's in house that's letting us use their material and not copyright. We ought to be thankful. Again, if you feel like you can do this without if you can be a podcaster without Dion and the Colorado content, I more power to you. But let's be thankful. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Let's be thankful for what we have and the opportunity that Coach Prime has allowed us. Because this is not allowed everywhere. I guarantee you that's why you don't see a lot Alabama's real selective about who they let talk about their university. I know the University of Florida is very selective about who they let talk about their university and things of that nature. So I just want us as people that's out there that's making content on Colorado, let's be respectful. Let's be respectful to what they're doing and what they're allowing us to do. Again, to everybody out there that's been rocking with me and Rob and BWatts on Sundays, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Like I always tell you, man, if I send no ships out, no ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. I am your man, Coach Dre. That is my brother, Rob the Man. That is my brother, BWatts. Like Rob said, we'll see y'all Monday, and then we'll see y'all next Sunday. God bless and good night.
All right, fella. Appreciate y'all, man. All right, Rob. All right, Coach Dre. Hey, want to thank everybody you watching Sports Talk with BWatts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts, along with Rob the Man Media and Coach Dre. Once again, Coach Dre and Rob will be on tomorrow. Don't forget to go there and support them guys. I got a meeting, 11? I might catch that live or I'll catch the replay. But once again, want to thank all of you for rocking with me. I appreciate each and one of you in the comment section and also who's been rocking with me all last week, really all this year. I started in end of January, and now I'm right here in the middle of December. The channel is doing good. I want to thank everybody over there on LinkedIn. For some reason, I couldn't get the link up on LinkedIn tonight, and nor Facebook for some reason. StreamYard won't let me share the link to Facebook nor LinkedIn tonight, and I apologize for that. But I'd like to say a special thanks to Rob the Man Media, Coach Dre, Steve Woodland, JR, and again somebody. Red Set for being a part of my broadcast and doing the things that they do to help me out. And I really appreciate that. All right. Hey, I want y'all to have a good night. And I hope you really enjoyed tonight. I hope we bless you this hour and a half. I hope you was educated by it and entertained by it. That's what I'm striving to do. And to be better at educating you on what's going on with Colorado. I got 2 staff members on the inside. Every now and then they'll let me know what's going on, and I appreciate them. Also, I want to thank Life of Football, Colin. Appreciate him for everything that he do here. Shooting some messages every now and then. Let me know what's going on. I appreciate him. And everybody, Uncle Neely, appreciate him too. And Mama T. Appreciate her for the things that she do for me. Coach Hart. Always a blessing to chat with him over there on Instagram whenever he send me a message. And got to get a shout out to Coach Prime, man, like Coach Dre said, for allowing me to cover and do what I do, to talk about his son and his team the way that I do. It's an honor. It's a pleasure. And I don't take it for life. Once again, thank each and one of you. I hope God continue to bless each and one of you spiritually, educational, and financially, that you may be the person and that your family may be the family that God wants you to be. Once again, good night, and thank you for watching Sports Talk with BWatts. Thank you. Congratulations to Travis Hunter for being named the Heisman Trophy winner of 2024. Well deserved, sir. I salute you.
Travis Hunter. Who else could I be looking at? Man,
buddy.
Travis Hunter, a special player. There's no 2 ways about it.
I see what you did there.
You see what I did? It brought me great joy to see you up there on that stage last night, because you are what the Heisman Trophy is all about. It's not about the best that it was this year with Travis Hunter, allowing him to play offense and defense. And you went out there each and every game and you made all the plays. So congratulations to you. We were all in awe watching you this year, playing the ball the way that you did. And we can't wait to see what you do next. So congratulations for being the 89th Heisman Trophy winner. And guess what, man? Those Heisman commercials with me and you on defense against all of those offensive players, we're going to have some fun, man. The Heisman house is going to be lit. Congratulations to you, man.
I love
Travis is the best player in college football. He played 132 snaps in this one.
It hadn't been a Travis Hunter ever.
What a catch!
A miraculous, impossible catch. Complete to Hunter. On the move. Showing him his shoe bottoms. Buffaloes crib it. Touchdown. Down the middle, Travis Hunter. What a superhuman pick for Travis Hunter. That ball is out. Move service. Touchdown. Hunter. He'll walk in for 6.
Travis is the best college football player in the country. We all know that. Why are we even deliberating over that?
Travis Hunter. This is actually your trophy when you can take home the Boulder.
I see.
Travis, can I get you one second?
He's so clean. He done it. He done it.
My dad just now tell me I'm talking back. I try to.
Y'all got it.
Dang, you clean, dog.
Appreciate it.
Hey, he almost hurt his own.
He almost to his hamstring trying to get down.